What is up? We're here in Burlington, New Jersey. What are we doing here?
Freezing and looking for antiques. Well,
Yeah.
more specifically, not just antiques, but some cool vintage Christmas stuff and just toys in general.
And I mean, monsters if you can find them. But you can't always find monsters. But you can find classic, retro stuff. And that's what we're here to do. So let's go and see what we can find. So here we are back in Burlington at the Antiques Emporium, and there's a milkman game.
Wasn't your dad a milkman?
He was a lead singer, a milkman, a Flintstone, jack of all trades, master of all.
And this is really cool. This is the same style trumpet that Louis Armstrong played.
Love Louis Armstrong.
He's awesome.
Love him.
That's cool. An old Pinocchio. What's that, like sheet music?
I think so, yeah. I never heard of this store, Baby Town Toys. That's the first time I've ever heard of this store before. Judging by the toys here, I think this is a 60s ad. I guess it could be late 50s. Not 100%. No, 60s.
It was
It's
on
a
the
60s ad.
Germantown Pike in Norristown, PA, so if you've heard of this place, let us know about it.
Yeah, never heard of that store.
This is really cool. I've never seen a vintage bathing suit, let alone one that was at least 100 years old or around 100. That is so cool. Normally bathing suits fall apart, so it was really cool to see a vintage one.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine swimming in that.
No, but they were obviously much more modest in the 20s than they are now.
That's true. I love the old artwork on these Christmas lights. We know you guys, a lot of you don't like Christmas. We learned that.
But that's why we throw in stuff like this.
That's right. Little devil guys with skulls, and that's cool to see that in the package. You don't normally see those still carded like that. That was neat to see.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's a little devil guy with a hat.
And a skull.
And a sweater.
When he comes up here, it gets a little
I don't
cold.
know what this Santa is. I know he unzips and you put stuff in there, but I don't know. He's like a pouch.
Yeah, it's a really odd shape to figure out what would have even gone in it. So
Little Santa pouch.
if you know what they're for, please comment, because we have no clue.
Yeah. I love this artwork.
Nah, it's really cute.
Yeah, that's great.
There's cute Santas and creepy Santas. And speaking of creepy,
It's a
look
witch.
at this Boston-style baked beans. That's a pilgrim.
That's a witch.
It's a pilgrim. You see the face and the hat?
All right, it's Massachusetts ladies, I guess.
No
Yeah.
disrespect. I have a lot of good friends up there.
I love the old root beer signs. Is
That's
it
a...
freaky Santa? Santa Claus wants some loving,
He's very happy there.
as he should be. Yogi too is happy.
Mrs.
Hey,
Claus keeps
Yogi.
him very happy.
Hey, he works hard.
He does.
He works hard.
He works very hard.
There's some more neat stuff right there. See, that's the Boston baked beans.
That's the aftermath.
See, I told you. That's what she's making right there.
Yeah, enter at your own risk after you consume them.
Love, love, love old tin toys. Always gonna showcase the tin toys here on the channel. I love this stuff. I think it's cool that it still survives. It's cool that it's still here, and you can see what kids used to play with back in the day, and when they actually had imaginations and not screens.
Yeah. They would have so much fun with these kinds of toys, and they're really cool to see. I'm
thought-
glad they survive.
That was neat. The robot bus, but there's no robots on it.
I know. They lied. It's a bus full of lies.
I don't know if it's driven
Little
by.
stifes and the little hedgehogs. That's weird. Are they shooting that little
Kid,
kid?
yeah,
Like-
that's a weird toy right
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
there. It must be. I don't know. I don't know.
German, maybe. I don't know. The Santa with his feather beard.
Bozo. My mom was on the Bozo show.
That's really cool.
That makes perfect sense. Hi,
She's
Mom.
gonna get you for that.
Santa letters.
And they go to, or they're from Santa Claus, Indiana.
Yeah, which we're going to this year.
Yes.
2025 will be, well, not this
So
year, but next year.
Despite how much you guys love Christmas stuff, we're going. Don't worry, there's going to be plenty of really cool stuff that you guys do like in between.
That's right. We're still monster kids.
Yes, we keep a good, healthy balance because we do like Christmas, mid-century Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
It's the best. And there's some cool little putz houses down here. Those are neat to see.
It's weird the brand names.
Yeah, putz.
There's a lot of strange.
That's a German brand.
You know.
Little roly-poly Santas. They're so cute.
These lights are cool.
Yeah, these are crazy. I can't believe that they're still in the boxes.
Yeah, some of them are dangerous, so be careful, plugging some of these in. You got to be careful they don't catch on fire or, because I know there's certain lights, and somebody would know more than I would, that about the voltage. Certain voltage from some of the old toys, like some of the old plastic stuff, is actually flammable now if you plug it into our modern day voltage. It can catch on fire.
Yikes.
So be careful, kids, no matter what.
Yes, and there's some really cool ornaments over here. I'm always looking.
Christmas bobs.
Shut up. But yeah, I've been looking for specific vintage Christmas ornaments, so you'll always see me digging through the boxes of them. These are cute.
Yeah, this was a root beer I
advertising.
wasn't familiar with. Richardson root beer. I'm not familiar with that, but cool nonetheless.
Yes.
I love that stuff.
What's that?
I don't know. It was just a satellite toy.
Hmm.
It was pretty neat.
Cool
Bleeding.
old melting bleeding skull. Remember them from when I was a kid?
I like that.
That is great.
Yeah, I love the old ice cream packaging. I am a sucker for vintage advertising. I
Yeah.
love it. Can't get enough of it.
Here's a fluffy Santa from years before.
The B9 robot. This guy always has cool stuff in this booth right here. There's always some neat pieces.
Yeah, it's a tiny little booth, but he packs a lot of cool stuff into it.
I mean, he really packs this booth. You got to be careful.
Yeah,
in
you
here.
got to really take your time and look around and watch where you step. But it's filled with really cool stuff.
Some early games.
Those cups are great.
The funny face set, yeah.
And then over here, we found some costumes. I don't think I've seen the Mr. Ed one before, but
Well,
it's spooky.
He's spooky, Mr. Ed. So I don't know how he could be spooky, but he's spooky, Mr. Ed. And then Dr. Solar, who I wasn't familiar with. I'm still not familiar with. I don't know if he's a comic character. I don't know if Collegeville invented him. I'm not 100% sure, but it says official copyright costume, so I'm assuming Dr. Solar was from something.
Yeah.
But not something I know. If you know who Dr. Solar is, let me know in the comments.
That's a cool gorilla mask.
Green gorilla. He's
Green
the Hulk gorilla.
That's cute. And
That's
there's
Baba
just
Louie.
Baba Louie. There's so much in here. You could just... I'm sure we missed a couple things even just taking our time looking through it, but there's a lot of board games in here too.
Yeah. But a lot of things behind other things.
Yeah.
So this is jam-packed. Pee-wees for little guys. We know little guys.
Oh
And
boy.
they're pee-wees.
And Shrieks and Creek, that's the cool game. The Monster Mania game by Marks.
Yeah, that's later era Marks.
Yeah. Still cool though that there's pretty much monster games from every generation.
There are so many monster games. So many.
And a Dracula bank. There's a little hand that comes out of this one.
Takes your money.
It takes your money.
So it's an Amy bank. That's who's in there.
That's true.
If you want to know who's in that
A
box.
little hand with hot pink nails pops out and takes your credit card.
That's right.
That's really cool though. A cool little Ready Kilowatt box with some light bulbs inside.
Yeah, see, I'm all about the box. I love that box. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome. Little plastic Laurel and Hardy figures.
Yeah, little tree toppers.
And a milk chocolate Santa that luckily is no longer in that box. Because that's probably pretty old.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Lots of interesting pins and
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby.
He sang your song.
I know, my favorite version of the Sleepy Hollow song is sung by him. But if you buy the record, it's Thurl Ravenscroft, and that's not my favorite version. I like the cartoon version.
Ripped off.
I know.
Ripped off.
But you can still listen to it all the time because of the internet.
Now, this is a cool 1958 Santa mask made by not Collegeville, not Ben Cooper, but a separate company. But as I was looking at it, I'm like, man, if you put this on, yeah, Plaster Personalities. If you put that on, you would suffocate in that thing with the vinyl hood.
Bad news.
There's no breathing holes in that mask. I'm like, you would die in this thing. Now, Santa's Village, that's a place I used to go to a lot when I was a little kid. I've actually got footage of me as a little kid in Santa's Village. And,
I've seen the picture of you on that snowman a lot.
Yeah, I got some video footage of that place from when I was little. So,
I'll have
which
to
is
upload
rare
that
because
sometime.
my parents didn't film a whole lot of stuff, and this is why there's a rift between us. So.
That's cool. You recently bought a bigger version of that.
Yeah, this was a smaller box. And I think had that been in a little bit better shape, I would have bought that one too, because Something about that creepy Santa looking through the window just really appeals to me.
Sure it does. But thanks to our buddies over at American Daydream, we were able to get that, and that is awesome.
There's a tin Santa that I need. You just saw he's sitting on the reindeer over there. But he didn't have his box, so I left him.
You are a box snub.
I am.
And the Macho Man Randy Savage's mug.
I think that was earlier than that. That would have been Village People.
I know.
The macho mug.
Just funny to think of Randy Savage.
I love these bubble lights.
They are. They're so pretty.
I think these are later ones. I think these aren't the originals. I think these are...
That's actually, I think, like a tree that has them attached to it.
Yeah.
But that little Santa you saw on the bike, too, is really cool. But he is a reproduction.
Yes.
So he didn't come home with us.
Yeah. You gotta look for Japan on those. If they say Korea or China, they're later reissues. So if you're looking for the original, did that say American International on that cup?
I think it might have.
Oh my God! If it did, I have to go back and buy that. Did it? I can't tell.
Well, we will revisit this at the end of our commentary, and maybe you'll see us be going back here to get that cup.
Yeah, there was a lot of things in this case right here. He's great. The Santa in the back. I mean, the snowman in the back.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then more Putz houses. Those are cool. Those are obviously die cuts, but they had like a texture to them.
Yeah. Make them look like they were frosty, snowy.
Frosty.
There was a lot in here.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time with this case. There's another Happy Santa. Fun World made those.
Ah.
Yeah, there's little pumpkin guys like that too.
Oh yeah, there's a pumpkin couple like that too.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get those.
They're very happy. It's the face that makes it on them.
I know. It's hilarious.
And
There's a Santa Soaky in the back.
Yep. Now, had that been a Santa Crazy Foam, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, and that would have come home.
Yeah.
So that is definitely a must-buy. These are cool. These are the little screw-in bulbs, which also, I'm sure, are pretty flammable at this point.
A Lawrence Welk musical spoon. That amused me.
I didn't realize
because I'm like, what does it do? Like,
oh, it's to clang the spoon together to make that like clicking noise.
Oh, okay. But could you still use it?
I'm assuming so. I mean, there's still two spoons.
Or you just sit there and play the spoons.
You play the spoons with Lawrence Welk. Didn't realize that was in such high demand that they needed to show you how to put those two spoons together. But here we are.
I've seen a lot of weird Pat Boone stuff like that. Like he had a whole line of his own.
They made way too
stuff.
much weird Pat Boone stuff. Like, ugh.
Some obscure play sets up here like this. The Robin Hood Castle set by Marks.
Yeah.
That's something you don't see very often. There was some pretty cool obscure play sets up on top there. This is when you first walk into the store. There's some really neat toys in there. And
these puppers, I actually think we saw them the first time we went there. We've only been there twice, and I think they just are part of the store, and I love them. I can't remember both of their names, but one of them's name is Bitty Man, and I just love that. And they are just the cutest little babies, and I always am in a hurry to ask if I can pet them. And, of course, I must tell them how amazing they are 1,000 times and give them kisses and before they can go about their day.
Now, back in the case.
Yes. After a little serotonin boost.
If you do go here, this is when you first walk in and to the left side. You'll see all this cool stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool. And got some tinsel.
German
tinsel.
Which is rare. You don't see that.
Yes.
What is up? We're here in Zionsville, Pennsylvania to check out the Zionsville Antique Mall. What are we looking for?
Christmas stuff and monsters.
Christmas monsters, fun retro things from the good old days. But it's cold, snow on the ground. So what do you do when it's cold and snow on the ground? You go check out the antique stores. Let's go see what we can find.
Now I love this store. I love Zionsville. There's always great dealers and great stuff to be found in here. It's an amazing shop, and this is one of the ones I recommend if you ever wind up in the area to definitely check out.
Yeah, they always have a lot of really cool vintage stuff, and a lot of the ways that the booths are set up is really amazing.
Right off the bat, you're already seeing cool stuff. We're 2 minutes in, and this is already the kind of stuff we're seeing, so it's a great shop. I had that Santa when I was little. That's why that came home. I loved him with the bell.
Little bendy Santas are awesome, though.
I do. I love those.
There's the Rosbro Santa on skis. And the little Santa lanterns. They were tempting, but we want to get them in the box.
Yeah, I gotta have the box.
Box snobbing.
I got to have the box.
But that little elf back there, we did pick up. He had to come home with us. And there's a lot of little cars in this one particular.
Yeah, this particular stand always has really great stuff. I mean, the old advertising, which I love. More bounce to the ounce. It's a great song, by the way. That is a great song.
Pepsi agrees.
Zap did that song.
Oh.
Great song. And lots of neat stuff in here. Lots of cool. If you're a die-cast collector, this guy's always got really cool stuff. 1939 marks. How cool is that?
That's crazy.
Pinocchio the Acrobat. It's a cool thing. I don't know what it does, but it's
It
cool.
looks like it rocks back and forth, at least.
1939.
Old Lance snacks cabinet, which is cool. And these are neat. This is a Christmas bulb display.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like the box.
And that's cool. The little Christmas lamps.
There's always neat stuff in here. This particular stand always has some really cool stuff.
Yeah, this is the booth if you go the first aisle all the way down to the back. And they always have a lot of cool seasonal stuff and just a lot of neat vintage stuff in general.
Yeah, I remember on Halloween they had some really, really cool early Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
And always neat stuff. I had no idea Mighty Mouse was Santa's helper. That's the first time I've ever seen this book.
You know, there was that one Christmas that, he needed Mighty Mouse, I guess, instead of Rudolph.
I love Mighty Mouse.
Apparently that bear and that duck as well.
I'm built like Mighty Mouse.
It's an Italian thing. It's okay. That's cool. The North Pole and little Santa card.
Catch me if you can game. Look, Mom, there's a hippopotamus in the fishbowl.
Like, what? What are these kids on? That's neat. We've been seeing this a lot lately.
Yeah, that Santa pops up a lot now.
He's kind of everywhere. That's a great box.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Had that been the snowman, I would have bought that.
Oh, yeah, but it's the carolers.
It's the little which is okay.
Yeah.
It's still pretty cool.
Be a lot cooler if it was a snowman.
But if it was the snowman, I would have got that.
What shall I wear?
A fashion game for girls. Which one would you wear in that picture?
I don't know. It went by too fast. Not the tennis outfit, though. Well, I don't know. Maybe. It's just the only thing that stuck out. But that's cool. I love seeing the old ice cream thing. This actually goes in there, and we did put it back.
Yeah, we did.
It was really cool, though. I like seeing the little sleighs. Those are cool little display pieces.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I mean, after Halloween, Christmas is the number 2 for me with antique stores. The best time of the year to go because there's always cool stuff inside there.
Yeah. That's a cool rubber face Santa.
Yeah, he was similar to the one I picked up recently at American Daydream.
Yeah. More bozo.
Horrifying doll.
Yeah, that one's a little creepy.
That's nightmare fuel, that doll right there.
Were you going to squeeze his hand?
No, I wasn't going to touch that
How
thing.
much money to squeeze his hand?
No, that's your job. You're the one squeezing bozos. Anyway,
I have a history. That's a cool little robot. He's cute.
They're great. This is the Dick Clark record case.
And Santa, the go-go boot Santa.
And I like Santa in the black boots.
Yeah.
Now, this is a mascot I'm not really familiar with, the little Razzles kid. I didn't even know Razzles had a mascot.
Yeah, neither did I.
More, and enough to make toys out of it.
Yeah.
So, must have been way before my time, because when I was eating Razzles, I don't remember a mascot at all. And I would remember that.
Looks like a 60s mascot, so.
Because for me, it's every company, if I'm going to give money to a company, they got to have a mascot. I will never have that NJM insurance or whatever it is, because they don't have.
The irony is, in every
mascots.
commercial, they have various mascots to say that they don't want mascots. So it's almost like, are they messing with us?
Yeah. See, look, like that right there, that charcoal lighter fluid is a little guy right there on the thing.
So if you needed lighter fluid,
I would.
For your charcoal grill.
That's right. I would want that because of that. I love mascots.
Some more little plastic Santas. Of course, you always got. That's a different Santa on skis, though. The one you normally see is a lot rounder.
Yeah. So I'll ask you guys, who is your all-time favorite mascot? We are going to do a top 10 at some point of mascots, forgotten ones. But for now, let me know who your favorite mascot is in the comment box. Great selection of ornaments here.
Oh, yeah. But again, I'm trying to be very picky because it would take nothing to get out of control with the ornaments.
Yeah. True. True. Santa on the skis.
Yeah, lots of Santas. And you got the little Rosbro snowman. Lots of bright stuff. That's cool how they have the ornaments all hanging. That's kind of cute. It's got almost a little bit of a snow baby face to him.
Yeah, little Jack in the Box.
And I'm surprised you didn't get that.
I kind of am surprised too.
Because usually a Jack in the Box is a...
Instant buy.
Yeah. Like, even if it's not super vintage, here's Goth Santa.
Yeah. Guyliner Santa.
Yeah, I've never seen Santa with that much eyeliner on.
That's like I did at my last Christmas show I did right there.
Yeah, that was just you from your last Christmas gig.
I know. Shiny brights.
I love shiny brights. They make such cute ornaments.
That's a cool one.
That is cool. The Schuylkill Haven Trust Company. And that's another word that people are always like, how do you pronounce that? Because if you see it, it's a really weird looking word.
Yeah, it is.
But it's Schuylkill.
It took me a while to figure that one out when I moved over here.
You're like, how do you? I'm like, it's Schuylkill.
Where's that, like, Shuckles River?
You also thought Quakertown was Quackertown.
I did.
But
yeah.
I like that, so we're keeping it.
I'm guilty of that one.
Still Quackertown.
Why I didn't buy that Santa laying down on the ground like that, I don't know. I love love that Santa right
There's a
there.
lot of explaining to do.
I gotta go back for him.
He's waiting for you.
He sure
Clearly.
is.
So is that one.
He sure is. Santa Claus wants some loving.
If you haven't heard that song, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a good old soul Christmas song.
I need that. I love this Humpty Dumpty potato chips.
Yeah, that's...
I want some of them now.
Like, Pennsylvania seems to be like a chip capital. Like,
It
I haven't
is.
really looked into it, but I think Pennsylvania may have the most chip companies in the entire state, and they still have like 1 billion of them.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are really good.
We've tried a lot of them.
Yeah, like Martin's is really good.
Yeah, we've tried a lot of them. They're fantastic. This is cool. The old gas pump.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the boxes. Fantastic.
This is somebody's art, which is kind of cool. They had like a
Yeah, great artist.
Christmas stuff, and they even had a Sleepy Hollow thing.
Yeah, really, really neat stuff.
And then you became fixated on this little dog here, reasonably so. He's awesome. And then Santa.
I know he's cool riding the car like that.
Mm.
He was neat in the box.
Yeah, there's a lot of Santas in this particular cabinet.
I know I got one of these. I'm trying to remember which one it was,
Yes.
but...
You got that one.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And then
Did get that one.
you got... Did you get that one that's up on the little bucket?
Yep. So there's 2 Santas
Yes.
that came out of there.
I like the Christmas monkey. He's cute.
Of course you do.
He's awesome. And then a festive skeleton. He's always good to see.
See, that's one way to make anything great for the holidays. Just slap a Santa hat on it, and it just works.
Exactly. Now, this booth here always blows my mind. The stuff that's in... I mean, it's set up just like it's the 60s.
Yeah.
And there's some really amazing stuff in here. And they always have a lot of cool vintage. And just the overall vibe, I love it.
I know, like, you can just stand in this booth, and it's like standing in, like, a teenage girl's room in the 60s.
Oh, for sure.
There's just, like, so much cool stuff. And, like, it's like a pop culture explosion over here. This
Yeah.
is a phenomenal booth.
Yeah, this is a really well-curated one. And I like how they added in the Christmas stuff to match the time period.
So you got a Beatles section.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
Beatles stuff in here, too, as you just saw the poster and then those collectibles. Adam's Family Game.
I know, it's all neat.
That's a cool Santa.
Early. Yeah. Early, like Beasel style.
Oh, yeah. With the jointed arms and legs. That's neat. I've never seen that.
Beanie and Cecil.
Some cool little throwback goodies here. Got Donald Duck, of course, because we see him everywhere. And the Jetsons. There's a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff in here, too.
Soupy Sales,
Yes.
who I love.
He's awesome.
Who also had a Christmas song.
Yes, he did.
Santa Claus is surfing to town.
Yes.
And he's got a fantastic Halloween song.
Yes.
My Baby's
Love
Got a Crush on Frankenstein, which is one of my favorite songs.
That's a great song.
It is a great song.
That's cool. I like the color in that box art. And here's a very Hanna-Barbera tree with some other stuff mixed in, of course. But you see the Jetsons, the Flintstones. This is awesome. This was almost a direct deal.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I love these little mini blow molds. Because you've seen the big ones before, but I never seen the small one until now. But he's super cute. You have all the little mixers. When people used to have those parties with the little 60s bars.
I know you see that in movies.
Yeah. Like everybody's always got a cocktail.
That's probably would have been like what my grandmother was doing.
Probably.
She probably had cocktail mixers.
Oh, yeah. She probably had like a little bar in her house with like gold flake stuff on
I
it.
can see that. That just seems like something she would have had. I like the old clocks like that, the advertising clocks. I know
yeah.
at some point, I know where there's a frosty one, and I'm eyeing
Yeah.
the little bottle cap one. I really like that one a lot.
That one's
I want to
really
get
cool.
one of those. I think is really cool. Frosty root beer. Posing Misty. She's
Oh,
posing.
Misty.
You can pose her any way you want.
Those are cool. If only that was the Monsters one, right?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Beverly Hillbillies.
And if only that was the Monster Magic Slate.
Oh,
You would have busted through that glass like the Kool-Aid Man.
I know.
No, he would have
That's-
purchased it, but it would have been a really cool way
Unless
to
it
find
said not
Grail.
for sale.
Yeah, then he's going to jail, but because that's like his top Grail. But
That reminds me so much of when I was a little kid. My mom had that Santa right there. I hope she still does because I want to add it to my collection.
that Santa with the tree is really cool too. You don't normally see him with the tree.
Yeah, tree's usually broken off.
It's a cute little box.
Yes, it is.
I like that little reindeer too. That's super cute. That's actually vintage. I thought it was a newer one, but when you showed the back of it, it actually still had like the sticker on it.
Yeah, I think we need that one.
Yeah, we might have to go back for that. And look, an old box of Reese's. Right up my alley.
So there we go. We're in there for a while. Now it's dark outside, but we got a bag of classic mid-century Santas. So therefore, it was an accomplishment.
Yes, we've got some super cool. We've got a bag of Santas.
Bag of Santas. That's what's
Bag
in
of
there.
Santas.
Bag of Santas. And we will see you soon for some more adventures here on, where'd she go? Dark Ride Dracula.
For today's haul, we got some really cool Christmas goodies. Got this Japanese mechanical Santa. I love the box art on that. And we have this little Fun World Santa here. Got little wheels on the bottom. We've got this Rosbro Santa. Got little treats in his back. We also have this really cute little Santa pin. And last but not least, we have this super cool bendy Santa. Can't go wrong with these. Stay tuned.